Hello, welcome to the summary of the online course, What is an Open Data Journalism and Why we Need Skills to Search for Data. Before taking the final test, we will revise the most important aspects of what we have learned so far. To begin with, open data journalism is the process of reporting facts using structured data as the core of storytelling and managing it objectively. It is important to emphasize that open data journalism uses open data that is made public by governments or other authorities. Data journalism has three main features. First, it presents the facts objectively based on official statistical data backed up with numbers. Second, it uses structured data management methods. Data is organized and managed by various programs. Third, it uses open data as a core of storytelling. A story narrative or a visual is always created from data. Open data journalists have a tremendous role to play as a public service watchdogs. They can transform the flood of publicly available data into insight that facilitates citizen engagement in the democratic process. Data provides journalists with a high level of transparency as the information is backed up by reliable data and statistics. It also allows to interpret official information independently. For journalists, data also encourages them to adapt their tools to the digital age, making it more digitally and technologically inclined. Whereas for readers, data makes the content more dynamic, diverse, and interactive. Data journalism started on the 5th of May in 1821, when the British newspaper The Guardian contained a table of data. It was a list of schools in Manchester and Salford, with a number of students attending each one and average annual spending. It told the readers for the very first time how many students received free education and how many students were poor actually in these cities. Now, this kind of information sounds very common to use, but at that time, publishing this kind of data in the newspaper was a big sensation, as no one has done it before. While gathering data for a story, it is important to make sure that it comes from a reliable source. There are 5 main questions to ask yourself while gathering data. What is the source of the website's information? Does it provide a first-hand or a second-hand data? Is there a chance for any bias of the information? Does the website belong to an official organization, institution, or government? Is the information updated regularly? While turning the gathered data into a story, reading data correctly first is essential. Data storytelling merges 3 key aspects. Data science. It is the basis for extracting knowledge and insight from data, making it readily available. Visualizations, transforming data into graphs, pie charts, or line charts allow us to see data like never before. Yet, they provide at-a-glance snapshots of data lacking the context that is needed to explain why something has happened. That is why there is a first element, a narrative. A narrative uses language in a format that suits our particular needs, argumenting our full comprehension of new information. These 3 elements are all equally important in making a good story from data. Because of the field's complexity, data journalists need many different skills. First, it is essential to have journalistic skills to be able to tell a story, write a narrative, and present it to the readers. Then, having skills of graphic design is also important, as the work of a data journalist includes presenting the data outcome in various visual expressions such as charts, graphs, or maps. Knowledge in IT and coding skills are also a must, as the responsibilities of the data journalist includes gathering data and coding it. Finally, understanding the main principles of maths is also necessary. Understanding numbers and being able to clearly convey their meaning to readers is a crucial part of being an open data journalist. Talking about the situation of the data journalism in the world, due to the lack of freedom of expression and limited access to data in some countries, it is still facing many challenges. The most favorable countries for open data journalists to work now are Norway, Finland, Denmark, Sweden, and the Netherlands. That is because the level of freedom of information and accessibility to data is very high in Nordic countries. Providing access to information and data is essential to further develop the data journalism. Thank you for your attention.